she was over there running her mouth.
She likes to stalk him a lot.
Your Honor, I have way better things to do than
But wait,
stalk.
how did it end up that you all were at the same club at the same time?
My friend invited me, and then they were there.
It's just coincidence, and
All right,
happens
so
all
what?
the time.
All right, so Miss Russo, you saw Miss Hawkins and she was giving you dirty looks.
yes, Your Honor. And she had came over to me cursing at me. I think she had one too many drinks.
All right.
And I felt threatened, so I threw a drink at her. And
Wait, hold on. Whoa,
And I'm
whoa.
the violent one.
Stop. You threw a drink at her.
yes, she was coming towards me, cursing at me.
And
like
how
she
far
wanted
away
to. She was
was she
threatening
from
me.
you when you threw the drink at her?
A couple inches.
And at the point that she was that close to you, what exactly did she say to you?
She was cursing at me. She was threatening that she was going to kick my butt. She was going to key my car.
And so you feared for your, because you committed an assault. Do you realize that?
Well, she was threatening me, so I felt
How did she threaten you? What exactly
She was
did she
coming
say?
at me in my face.
And why
She was
was she
saying that she
threatening
was
you?
going to key my car. I don't know.
All right. And do you think it had anything to do with the fact that you're seeing Mr. Artest?
I think so. I think she's just jealous.
What is she jealous of?
I don't know. She's
Yes, tell me, what am I
she's
jealous
just
of?
psycho. She's always calling him, trying to text him.
Man, she wasn't
she
ready for it
stalks
to be
him.
over is what it was, and then just got burned out.
Had you stopped seeing Miss Hawkins completely when you started seeing Miss Russo?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
No.
No.
Homewrecker.
I am not a
Okay.
homewrecker, Your
Well,
Honor.
wait a minute, Miss Hawkins.
Sorry.
Did you walk up to Miss Russo?
Actually, not really. I was on the other side of the
Not
club.
really means yes.
Okay,
So
no.
you walked up to Miss Russo and what happened?
She actually walked up to me, Your Honor.
No, that's not what you said. You said not really. So you walked up to her. How far away were you from her?
Inches.
And when you walked up to her inches away, what were you saying to her?
Some choice words that weren't really appropriate, but I was a little angry
was
and a little bit
threatening to key my car.
tipsy.
And did you mention something about her car?
Not that I can remember.
How many drinks did you have at the time?
3 or 4.
Too many.
One too many.
3 or 4.
Why are you walking up to her? Hold on a moment. Too much
Because
noise.
she kept eyeballing me, and I was with my boyfriend, and he kept mentioning
Oh,
it.
this is your boyfriend.
Yes,
I
this
was
is my
not even
boyfriend.
trying to
Step forward, sir.
look at her.
And your name?
Darrell Green, sir.
All right, so Mr. Green, you were with Miss Hawkins at the time?
Yes.
All right. So Miss Russo is with her boyfriend. You're with Mr. Green. Everyone has moved on. So why are the two of you eyeballing each other if you're both in relationships and have moved on?
I have no idea.
She hadn't moved on.
She came at me and
All right, if you're with Mr. Green,
Happily with Mr. Green.
okay, Mr. Green,
Yes.
talk to me here, because don't you find it odd that a woman that you're dating and that you're into is still preoccupied with a guy that she's not seeing anymore?
He ain't too worried.
I'm not talking to you.
Well, Your Honor, I don't really look at it like that. I just see it as,
Look at
maybe
it.
she just wants some kind of closure with the
Look
situation.
harder.
When America's Court returns.
my friend works in criminology, and he had came and dusted the car for fingerprints, and those are her fingerprints, Your Honor.
And later,
He said he wanted to have a crush on me.
court with Judge Ross. We're back with the case of Kelly Russo, who is suing her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend Tamara Hawkins after she allegedly vandalized her car's side view mirror.
Okay, so what does this have to do with the car?
As I walked to my car, I had sat down in the driver's side, and I noticed that the mirror was not there. It was smashed, and there
Now,
was
this
glass
isn't the
in
night of the
ground.
party. Are you
No,
being in
it
the
was
club?
a couple days later.
A couple of days later, and you noticed something about your car.
Yes, and I know it was her. I have evidence right here.
You
Your
have
Honor.
evidence.
Yes, I do.
All right, let's take a look. And what does this evidence purport to show?
My friend works in criminology, and he had came and dusted the car.
For
and-
fingerprints?
For fingerprints, and those
Okay.
are her fingerprints, Your Honor.
How do you know that they're her fingerprints?
The evidence.
Evidence. I have taken it to the police department, Your Honor.
Okay. So you were able to talk to someone about finding out whose prints these belong to.
Yes, I was.
All right, but at this point, I see we have two. Deputy Thomas, did we do any fingerprints with respect to Miss Hawkins?
Yes, we did, sir. The second card was the one taken on the defendant.
All right. Deputy Thomas actually has background training and expertise as relates to reading fingerprints. I'm going to have you take a look at those, Bruce. And we'll just take a moment. I want you to compare them, and then we'll make a determination.
I've looked at some of them, Your Honor.
And do you have an opinion?
Yes, I do, sir.
And what say you?
On the right thumb, there are various swirls and marks which are identical, and I can at least come up with 8 to 10 points just on the right thumb alone. Along the middle finger, the same number, and on the index fingers on both the right and the left hand, about 10 to 12 points on that.
Okay, and let me see those again. Ms. Hawkins, talk to me.
Well, they could be on her car because he picked me up last month.
Oh, no, he didn't.
You're certain?
He does not have
Wait.
any access to my car.
Do you have any evidence with respect to the actual cost to replace the mirror?
I did not bring the estimate for the $560.
Okay, and you didn't bring it to court because?
I just went down to the shop and asked him.
All right, so based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the plaintiffs in this case. Now, normally, you don't bring me evidence to court, you are out of luck. But I find the testimony by the plaintiff very credible. And so this amount of $560 for a Honda you said you had?
Yes, Your
What
Honor.
year?
2004.
I don't think that that's so unreasonable with respect to the vandalization. And we also have you, Ms. Hawkins, threatening to do something to her car before anyway. So you're not talking. At this point, judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $560. Mr. Green, you may need to reconsider this relationship with Ms. Hawkins because, ma'am, you are a straight-out liar. That is all.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $560.
It's a little ridiculous. I didn't break her mirror. Like I said, I saw him a month ago. We went out to coffee, talked about it. It was stupid.
Cut and dry case. I mean, you could tell she was lying through the whole thing.
And coming up,
You recall him saying, let's talk about the situation with respect to the accident?
Of course not. He said he wanted to have coffee. And that sounds like a date to me. I think this dude has a crush on me. He's obviously obsessed with me.